Hi everybody, Denise FARQUHARSON here. How are you doing? Denise FARQUHARSON Coaching, here to help you transform your daily corporate challenges and business challenges into success. And today we are on Summer in Rome, day number 8. That's where we are. If you have missed out so far on any of the ones before, please do go back. There are oodles of information there that can really help you, inspire you, motivate you, keep you on track, keep you focused. And that's what Denise FARQUHARSON Coaching is all about, is to really inspire you to just be able to every day get hold of something that is going to really drive you forward in the plans and the focus and the vision for your life. It's all about a real big, strong personal development. And especially if you are a corporate Christian woman or in business, even more so, I am leaning towards that, because that's what I am. I have been for 30 plus years, Christian and corporate, hence the reason why I focus particularly on those type of women. So I really do hope that you will be inspired by what you hear today. This one is going to be a little bit different. So before, I'm usually doing something quite quick and quite snappy, but this is broken up into 4 sections today. And so hopefully, I don't think I'll be too long. It depends on your questions so far. But if I am, then hopefully you'll get to the end of it. And what I will do is I'll summarize what those 4 tips are that you can do today. It's something that I want you to put into action today. And so do take the time out just to listen to it. And just choose one of the 4. Even if you haven't got time for all 4, choose one of them at least, okay? So firstly, let me just read where we're up to. So we're now at verse 8 of Romans chapter 12. It's 21 verses in Romans 12, and we have done 8 verses so far. Today's the 8th one. So verse 8 says, or, now it starts with an or, because it says that he that exhorteth, on exhortation. He that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. He that ruleth, with diligence. He that showeth mercy, with cheerfulness. Don't worry, I will explain all of this. But it starts with an or, because verse 6 talks about the gifts, the talent, the amazing uniqueness that you have about you. And you're amazing. You are awesome. And so if you have got these 4 things, an exhorter, where you exhort, you do it with simplicity, if you rule, if you're a leader, and also if you're going to show mercy, how to go about doing it. And those are the 4 things that I'm going to focus on today. And I'm also going to look at my notes, because they will definitely help me stay on track, because I've got some lots of notes, but it's to just really inspire you, okay? So if I just keep looking down every so often, don't worry about it. I'm just double checking that I'm keeping on track with you. So the first thing is about, so the first tip is to exhort, E-X-H-O-R-T. And what do I mean by exhorting? Basically, by exhorting, I want you to, do you uplift other people? Yeah? Do you uplift other people? Do you energize people? Do you give people pep talks sometimes and really inspire them? Do you sometimes do a sort of mini preaching? Do you encourage? Do you give advice and inspiration to other people? Do you help people develop and go from A to B? And if you do, then that's the first tip that I want you to use today, because that's what this verse is guiding us to do, to exhort and continue to exhort. And that means then to uplift and encourage someone. So I want you to think of even just one friend or family member who you can choose today. It's not too late in the day, that you can just reach out to. Someone who comes to your mind that you're thinking, they've not heard from me for a while, or I've not talked to them for a while, or they are going to need a little bit of a shoulder to cry on, or a conversation, or a quick text message, or a phone call, whatever it might be. I'd like you to be able to do that, please, and spend some time just being with them and spending time helping them and encouraging them if that's possible. All right. So that's tip number 1. The second one is about he that giveth, to do it with simplicity. So it's about the giving. All right. So some of us may well have given to charity, or put it in the cancer research box, or done something to raise funds for some type of charity. And that is, again, another gift that that verse is encouraging us to do. So the previous one was to exhort. This second part now of that verse is asking us to give with simplicity. Now, I just want to read something to you because this is a little bit of information to help us think about our giving in a slightly different way. So, of the 50 largest donations one year, not one went to a social service organisation or charity that mainly serves the poor. And that's information taken from Ken Stern, who wrote the book Why the Rich Don't Give to Charity. One explanation is that those closest to the need are more likely to understand the plight of those with the need. Another observation is that while the wealthy often give out of generosity, the poor give sacrificially. Let me read that again. Whilst the wealthy often give out of generosity, the poor give sacrificially. And it's an interesting concept to think about, actually, that I want you to consider today how to give your wealth and how to give out to others. And would you give out with simplicity, or will you give with generosity, or will you give sacrificially? So that's the second tip I want you to do today. Number 2 is choose someone to give to today. And whether you give it out of generosity, simplicity, or sacrificially. Which one will you choose? All right, and then number 3 is he that ruleth rules with diligence. Now, this is all about leadership. We are all leaders. Every single one of us are all leaders. And the one that I want to read to you today, because I did promise you I was going to be doing some stories, okay, is one about Samuel. He was a judge many, many, many years ago. Let me read this. Have you ever wondered what gave Samuel such credibility with others? God gave to Samuel during the night. Then the lad spoke for God to Eli. Despite the hardness of God's message to Eli, Samuel spoke the truth in love. This encounter began a long pattern for Samuel. Soon the Israelites sought out Samuel to speak words of direction for their future. The influence of the prophet grew vast. Samuel exhorted, our exhort word again, right? He affirmed, he corrected, he prophesied, he reminded, and he taught the people. He spoke the truth and he spoke it in love. And that was highlighting to me that actually us as corporate Christian women can be diligent in the way that we lead, in the way that we rule and guide and develop other people. But actually we do it with diligence, and we do it similar to Samuel, where it says he did it in love because he cared about the people. So the third thing I want you to think about today, your third tip, is who are you going to lead? How are you going to lead them? And what are you going to lead them in? And let them know that you're willing to offer yourself to lead them. Now, remember a couple of days ago we did who is a mentor and a mentee. And if you want to go back and just double check that, there are amazing benefits of being a mentor, and there are some amazing benefits of being a mentee too. So have a think and watch that, then come back to this and say, okay, right, so if I'm going to be a leader, who will I lead? What will I do? And what's the impact that I'm going to make on somebody's life? It's powerful if you can do that. And then last but not least, number 4 is it says, he that showeth mercy with cheerfulness. Now, the reason why I wanted to choose this particular story is basically because once when we bought our house, our very first house, we were 23, 25, something like that. That was quite young. And we got the keys, we got inside, started thinking about decorating, and then actually we ordered new windows and a new heater system and went ahead and put it in before we signed the contracts. Not wise. Well, we know that now, but at the time we just thought that's fine. They've given us the keys to go around and look around and do what we need to do and get ourselves ready. Let's go for it. But oh no, we shouldn't have done that. And the next door neighbour came round, and they were almost like guardians for the person who was selling the property. And they told us off really badly. They were much older than us as well. They were probably in their 50s at the time, Les and Mary. And they really told us off. But out of that, they did it with, they showed mercy because they were feeling kind of sorry for us, really. Showed mercy, but they showed it with cheerfulness. And actually, that's a lifelong friendship. And we are still in contact with them today. Not Les, because he's sadly passed away, but Mary we're still in contact with. But they did it with cheerfulness. And what I'm saying about that is actually, who do you need to show mercy to? Who's upset you or done something or said something or creating a scenario, maybe in the corporate world or in your business world or in your family or community, that you need to show some cheerfulness towards? And that's what I'm encouraging you to do, number 4, okay? So the first one is exhort. If you've got the gift and the talent to exhort, do it and uplift someone. The second one is to give. If you've got the gift and the talent to give, give with generosity, give sacrificially, and give with simplicity. And number 3 is, if you have the gift to be able to lead, then lead with diligence, lead with love, lead and let people know you're leading them so that you can impact their lives. And 4, if you are having someone in your life who you probably need to spend some time just showing them that actually you care and that you're going to show them some mercy, then do it with cheerfulness. And actually then you could potentially be creating, like in my situation, a lifelong companionship. All right. I hope that's really helpful to you. Tomorrow we're coming back on with, let me just see, have a sneak peek at tomorrow. Tomorrow's verse is all about love and how we connect with love. I'll see you then. If you're watching this on replay, #replay, ask me any questions, and I'll see you soon. Hope you're enjoying summer in Rome. Take care. Bye-bye.